And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second leg of our doubleheader in the Findlay Rec Center here for the Alumni League. We got Pennsbury at 4-1 against the 2-1 Capital Punishment. Right now, joined again with Adam Morrison. Adam, tell me a little bit about these squads going into this one.
So, Capital Punishment, they had a first tough loss of the year versus the reigning champs, who we just saw play in a close one against Team Supreme. They're looking to bounce back from that loss. They didn't have a lot of their guys. They got ran out of the building, kind of, but they didn't have a lot of their guys going. Today, it seems like they got their guy. Will Gregoritz, number 0, he's a player to look for, man. He knows what he's doing. He's a big man, and he's going to really give them, Pennsbury, the spark that they need to get back into this, back into the win column here.
Definitely. As another thing to be talked about, Capital Punishment without their big man right now, Jameer Hanner. We'll see if he comes in a little bit later, if he's running late, or if he just can't make it today. If he cannot make it, that'll definitely be unfortunate. Right now, Capital Punishment only having 5 players on the court, so they are only running with 5 the entire time. It'll definitely be interesting to see how it goes.
Then you'll see running with 5. It won't affect them early, but later in the game, they might start using some timeouts to conserve their energy.
As Gregoritz won the tip, and now we are getting underway here. There's Goldman from the corner right away, just off. Rebound, Gregoritz. Ball poked out. Mingledoe now gives it over to Hoskins.
And from last game, these refs are going to let them play, so you'll probably see some. They're probably going to let some things get away here on Will Gregoritz. You can definitely see him. He might have been looking for a foul after that first strip ball, but didn't get it. Hoskins
trying to back down. Goldman doesn't work. He's going to feed it over. That's a 3, and it's good. Tyreek Riddick from beyond the arc. First points of the day here for Capital Punishment. We see a zone defense right now.
Yeah, we do.
We got great ball movement right now. Oklo going to cut in. Goes mid-range, just off back iron.
Looking like a zone defense because they don't have their big man here. So they're going to have to stack the box here against Will Gregoritz. They very much know what they have against them on the other side here.
So that's a pump right there from Mingledoe. Now working on Gregoritz. Feeds it down low. Good passing. Gets fed back out. Mingledoe now trying to stretch Gregoritz out. Got him to jump. He's going to take a shot. Does not matter. Shot clock violation.
You can see here, they'll see if they come back in man or that 2-3 here. I'm going to assume they're going to come back here in that, looking like a little 1-2-2 zone here. You can see number 2 is going to probably run around and chase this ball a little bit here.
That is Starks now. Gregoritz getting fed down low. Great motion. Bien-Ami from beyond the arc, off front of the rim.
And you can see here, if Capital Punishment is not able to get this zone down, they are going to let up a lot of threes to Pennsbury. And guess what? The 3 ball can put you home very early, even though they're down 5-0 here.
Demetrius Davenport right there getting good work. 2 quick ones. Now again, Bien-Ami from the mid-range, and it's good. One thing we do have to know about this Pennsbury team, unselfish all across the board. They love to spread the wealth around, so it'll be interesting to see how they definitely attack this zone. Right there you see, though, Bien-Ami put his head down, popped up for the mid-range, and got it to go.
And a team that loves to spread the wealth is going to love to play against the zone because they're able to be swing, pump fake, swing, and get themselves an open shot there.
Hoskins got 2 screens, now guarded by Okolo. We'll see if a trap is incoming. He's looking, backdoor cut, up and in. Beautiful move right there by Sam Starks.
Sam Starks just made a nice cut there.
Goldman open in the corner. You can't leave him that wide open. He's going to bury it every single time. Big 3 right there by number 11.
And you can see, just like you said, spreading the wealth early. I feel like last game, some players might have just brought that ball up and not even looked to that corner, but they're looking at that corner really quickly here. They're trying to get some quick points.
Is that jumper no good for Riddick? Goldman got the board and he's going to bring it up. Give it over to Jones. No feet down. Gregoritz low on the baseline. Double comes. He's going to shoot another one just off. Jones tried to pick it out. Doesn't matter.
See Starks leaks out there a little bit. Can't get the open layup to go. Last game I talked about, these open layups and how players, they miss open layups and then they think about how they missed them. As a 3 goes down there.
Bien-Ami again, big 3. That'll give Pennsbury their first lead of the game. It's 8-7 here. 5:25 left in the opening quarter.
And you can see the zone in transition is killing capital punishment here because they're not able to get back in transition, and their zone defense when they are set up is letting them hit open threes here in the corner. Two in the corner there.
Definitely been hard for them to fly back as Mingledo now going down on Gregorets, and one right there. Ben Mingledo taking advantage of the matchup he liked.
That was a great move there. He could feel Will Gregoritz's hand kind of coming around on his backside a little bit, trying to poke at the ball. So the best thing to do, go up with it, see if you can get the foul call, and he gets the N1 to go there.
As the shot from the line, no good, just off the front of the rim. And now Pianami over to Gregoritz. He's going to shoot himself a three, just off front, rebounded by Mingledo.
These guys are living and dying off the three ball so far here.
As no good right there for Davenport in transition. Now Goldman swings it over to Jones. He's going to pop another three.
Another three goes up.
No good, but Goldman does get the second chance opportunity to fall.
You can see Goldman's making an impact. He's making an impact early on this game. Three in the corner, offensive rebound, put-back layup. He's making a big impact for them, and we'll see if this continues throughout the game and if he can keep this type of energy up.
Davenport right now guarded by Goldman. He's going to try to walk him down. Spins, lay off the glass, no good. Gregoritz grabs that rebound. Now Hoskins with the steal in transition. Got scared of Gregoritz. That jumper, though, up and in. Riddick again. That's another three.
It's been a barrage of threes here so far. Much faster and quicker scoring than the first game we announced.
Now Okolo, cross court. Great movement once again. That's going to be a mid-range for Gregoritz. Just out. Goldman, quick, and one.
And once again, the impact I was talking about. And there for the N1. Second offensive rebound. More points. He could have 5 points right now off of offensive rebounds.
It's crazy to think about. Besides that, though, interesting to see how the box out has not been great so far for capital punishment. Definitely, if you really want to look at the obvious, you're going to say, well, they don't have their big man right now. But besides that, also, you're looking at the zone. It looks like they're ball watching a little bit too much once it goes in the air.
Yeah, and you can just hear their players on the court right now. They're telling them they need to box out.
And right there again, Riddick once again from the corner, automatic. We got a little bit of a seesaw affair right now in this first quarter. 15-12, capital punishment up, 2:45 remaining in the first. Okolo's three, no good. Goldman with another rebound. Once again, wonderful movement. Still a zone right now for capital punishment.
You can see this 1-2-2 zone's kind of skewing them a little bit here. They're letting up a lot of open threes, and that could be a good thing or a bad thing for them.
As Goldman's shot did not work. Great move there by Starks. He's going to feed it over to Davenport.
That was a beautiful move there by Starks. He's able to split the double team at half that they showed him, and he gets to the hoop, and once you get to the hoop, it's all up to chance for the defense because you have the advantage to going downhill.
And Pennsbury will give themselves a timeout here. Much needed break for capital punishment, even though they are outnumbered. Doing a great job right now.
Hitting all of their shots.
We'll be back in just a moment here. Please stay tuned. Again, this is the Sports Fan Base Network giving you Alumni League action. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Capital punishment right now up by 5 on Pennsbury. We do have a couple of substitutions, though, as Joey Prince does go into the game. And Isaiah Mason also in, as Gregoritz goes to work early.
See, Pennsbury goes away from that three-pointer there. Gregoritz inside, and they get it to go really quickly.
Davenport guarded by Jones. Gets it picked by Okolo, and here comes Pennsbury in transition. He'll give it over to Gregoritz. Up, just no good.
Gregoritz not happy about that one.
Hoskins trying
to
find
sloppy
a pass.
Play there from.
Great job right there by Brian Okolo to get
Pennsbury
it to go.
Taking advantage of capital punishment sloppy play here on offense for the first 2 possessions out of the timeout.
So that's going to be another three from Riddick. No good, air ball out of bounds.
Might have been a little bit of a heat check there as he's hit a couple in the corner here, just trying to check himself there for a minute.
Now Cam Jones will bring it up, guarded by Hoskins. He finds Okolo, who will shoot a three of his own. No good. Gregorit's going to fight for the rebound. Just stepped out of bounds. Once again, though, interesting to see how in the beginning,
subbing in Goldman for Okolo here.
you can tell already the attack originally right there was to get into the interior until Okolo shot that three.
Yes.
So now Hoskins with a mid-range, up and in.
You can see no big man for capital punishment, no problem here.
As there he is, Jameer Hanner, the big man, getting into the game. This would be huge if capital punishment can have a lead going into when their big man can come in. That'll be a huge momentum swing. It's Starks now working on Prince, and he kicks
And
it
you
up
also
off the
wonder
glass.
now if capital punishment without their big man has figured out, okay, like we can play some small ball here and be able to beat really high-level teams by just running our guards.
As Prince now in the corner gives it over to Jones. Jones feeds it over to Mason. His jumper no good. Rebounded by Davenport. Let's see if they try to run here.
10 seconds.
Almost got it popped out. Starks, though, picked it up. He tries to take a shot. That was all ball. Let's see if Pennsbury tries to beat the buzzer. Isaiah Mason tried to give it to Jones. They couldn't get a shot up.
Doesn't happen.
And at the end of the opening quarter of play, capital punishment without the big man, Mr. Double-Double, Jameer Hanner, ends with a 5-point lead. As you see right there, he wanted to get the ball in his hands real quick, try to get a quick shot. It'll be interesting to see the little duel these guys have now, considering Hanner now going into the game. Do we get a thing with like Prince and Gregoritz on the court at the same time and see how they try to attack the big man for capital punishment? We'll see how that all goes down in just a matter of moments, so please stick around. We'll bring back the second quarter action in just a moment. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Finley Rec Center. Second quarter action about to be underway here as capital punishment. 5-point lead at the end of the opening quarter on Pennsbury as Jameer Hanner finally on the bench trying to get a little bit loose. Hoskins, though, is going to shoot a three. No good. Great job by Gregoritz putting his hands up there. Mason now taking it up to Pennsbury.
Going quick.
His layup no good. Follow-up didn't work either.
Goldman's going to try to do a little scare tactic in the backcourt there, try to get him to cough up the ball.
Davenport, coast to coast, made it look easy. Floated it in there for capital punishment. That makes the lead 7 now.
Capital punishment looks really good today.
As now Pennsbury's been falling in love with the three, and it just has not been falling. Isaiah Mason doesn't get it to go.
The three ball will either make your day or break your day. And right now it seems to be breaking Pennsbury's day, as it was making it earlier, and now it's breaking it.
Vienna May checks in for Isaiah Mason. Okolo still on the bench. So now we have Riddick. He's made a couple threes. He's going to pull up for a mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Hoskins. He'll go up with it. Once again, no good. Bounced around like a volleyball. Riddick for the corner, and it's good.
That seems to be his corner. He's been living there all game.
He's getting a little bit of real estate up there, building some equity.
10-point lead here for capital punishment.
And look who's about to get ready to check in, the big boy, Jameer Hanner. Now Jones with it. Going to go pop-up mid-range. Does not get the friendly bounce. Ball loose. Gregoritz is just frustrated right now.
You can see Gregoritz is out of it, and he's about to be in for a lot more right now at this substitution.
As Goldman got the ball to get popped out, Hanner comes in. Starks will take a seat. Looks like Gregoritz will take a seat as well.
We don't get to see that anticipated matchup just yet.
But we do get to see Joey Prince go up on Jameer Hanner. You know he's going to love this one. And that's exactly the matchup we get. ISO ball. Hanner, mid-range, gets the foul call.
You can see Joey Prince pleading his case with his hands straight up, even though probably got a little bit of a push in there right before the shot went up.
Needless to say, it looks like Hanner's already loving that matchup he's got.
And And Hanner comes in 5 seconds into the game. He's on the free throw line.
Misses his first one, though. He hasn't gotten any shots up yet, so he's definitely got a little bit of rust he's got to knock off. These guys have not played in about a week.
Misses both of them, and if you're Joey Prince, you're thinking ball don't lie to yourself right now. And you're thinking maybe send him back there.
Maybe. As Goldman's going to take a three. That one goes! Gary Goldman from beyond the arc. Cuts into the deficit a little bit. We'll see how centric this offense will be ran around Hanner. So that's Davenport taking a long range. No good. Rebounded out there by Prince. You can already see Hanner not trying to get too physical right now. As Goldman with another three. No good. Rebound gets poked out. Hoskins, though, scooping it up.
Silly pass there, right there. Okolo now 2 steals in this game. He's kind of been in the middle of everything.
Hanner almost popped it loose. There's Bienemy. Back out to Okolo. You can tell Hanner's just on his own island right now, and he gets called for a foul.
Yeah, I mean, he's just coming into the game for the first time. Got to knock off some of that rust. Just kind of running around a little bit. Work himself up a little sweat. Get himself going, because once he gets going, it's going to be scary.
Definitely will be. We'll have to see how that goes. This could be great, though, for Pennsbury, obviously. He's not warmed up just yet. Try to attack while you can. As that's going to be another shot. Up and in! That's Brian Okolo for 3. Just like that, it's a 4-point game.
Okolo's been kind of an unsung hero so far. They're down 4, but he's been on there the defensive end, and he's hit a couple shots now for them.
Hanner now working on Prince. See what he likes. He's going to go right to the rim. Up. No good off the glass. Joey Prince starting to get into the head of Jameer Hanner. Okolo now with a pop-up jumper. That one will go. 26-24. Great run.
Timeout for capital punishment.
Ever since Hanner came into the game, it's been a run for Pennsbury. Interesting to see how this battle goes. You can tell he's frustrated. He's trying to get through it. We'll see what these teams talk about here. 4:48 left in the first half. We'll bring the rest of that action to you back in just a moment. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, after that timeout from capital punishment, having to settle back in. Obviously, ever since Jameer Hanner did get onto the court, it has been nothing but Pennsbury the entire time. 7-0 little run real quick.
And you wonder if that is actually a factor or if he's still just trying to get a little bit warmed up.
As now he's going to get that rebound up and in just like that. Gregoritz and Prince both on him. Doesn't matter. He rises up, rebound, and a putback. Now it looks like he's getting back to his normal self. As Gregoritz up and in.
And here's the anticipated battle you've been looking for, Gregoritz Hanner.
This is going to be a battle of the bigs right now, and I can't wait to watch it. Listen, I know people like the flashy threes and everything, but why don't we just get 2 larger humans just banging around in the post?
Oh, you got to love stuff like that. And you can see a lot of the leagues have been now coming back kind of to that center position. Jokic, Embiid, Towns, all these guys. They're coming back into this center position like it was back in the day with Olajuwon and O'Neal. And Gregoritz and Hanner just the next set of guys that are going to go after each other here today.
And Gregoritz right there, his pop-up jumper no good. That was a travel on Mingla the last time up. See what he does here, dribbling through some trouble. There's going to be a foul call. Looks like that's going to be on Golden. 3-point game, 3:30 left in the first half. Hanner's still in. Looks like Hoskins is out, Stark's back.
And you wonder if Pennsbury gets into this if they sub Hanner out and go back to that small ball that they were really doing well with.
Riddick, nice spin move up, just couldn't finish. Rebound by Gregoritz. There's Bienemy. Okolo trying to feed it into Prince. He just couldn't grab onto it.
See Prince saying, my bad. What a great cut, though, by Prince, able to get behind the defense.
Now Starks liking the matchup he's got, going up. No good. Second chance opportunity, didn't get there. Gregoritz now getting triple teamed. Good job, Will. Looks like
Get
there
a
was
foul
a
in the back court.
Looks like it was called on Starks. Now Okolo to Goldman once again in the corner. That one's good.
He's been living in that corner.
Him and
He loves
Riddick.
that corner, him and Riddick. 3-point battle right now, all tied up at 28 with 2:30 left here in the second quarter.
That's Davenport going to drive in. His shot up and good. It's like that great sense of urgency in the paint for both these squads a little bit. But Goldman once again in the corner. He's feeling it. Just short. Starks the rebound over to Mingledow, and they're going to run. See if they find Hanner, and they will. The big man going up, and it's good. Taking on the smaller defender in Bien-Ami.
Hanner running the floor there. Gregorit's a little late to get back, able to put the layup in there. Running the floor, you get rewarded for that.
Goldman thought about it, 3, decides to feed it to Okolo. Another corner, and that one's good. Brian Okolo again from beyond the arc.
And you can see Pennsbury's kind of feeling themselves now. It's contagious. The 3 ball is contagious.
As now we have Davenport with it. Looking around, trying to back down Bien-Ami. Let's see if a double comes. It doesn't. Riddick, though, popping up in the corner, just short.
And that'll be his first corner miss of the game, it looks like. He was hitting on all cylinders from that corner before.
Now Prince with it. See what he likes. Gives it over to Goldman. Pumped. Now he's going to take it out. Back into Prince. Kick it over to Bien-Ami. He's going to settle for a 3. No good. Rebound by Goldman over Hanner. And he's going to get the second chance point
Goldman
to go.
has been the best player for Pennsbury today. Second chance opportunities, 3-pointers in the corner. Just smart basketball all around from him.
Now Starks with a mid-range. Great feed by Riddick, and they get it to go. Great back-and-forth action here. Under a minute left in the first half. 34-33. Capital punishment up right now. That's Goldman for another one, and it's good!
And Goldman has been on a tear today.
That one looks like it's only a 2, though. Gary Goldman is.
And there he goes. He plays some defense as well.
He's been the engine for this Pennsbury team, making it insane the run they are on.
You got to also give credit to Okolo here.
Yeah.
He's been able to get on the defensive end. He's hit him a couple shots, and Gregoritz and Hanner not really been too much of a factor in the first two quarters. I know Hanner showed up late.
That's another 3 right there. My goodness, Gary Goldman. No one can stop him.
And he's doing the simple things, which is allowing him to get these points. The simple things, running the floor, getting open, being ready to get the shot, being ready to catch the ball. All these simple things that a player has to do, and he's been doing all of them.
Okolo forces the jump ball between him and Davenport. 14 seconds left in the half here.
They're going to jump it here at the free throw line. Okolo, just a scrappy defender there. Jump ball, 2 steals earlier.
Davenport
And look who's in the middle of all of it.
Tip, but Goldman going up coast to coast. Couldn't finish it. Hanner almost lost the rebound.
He can't believe it.
Hoskins going to lace a 3. No good. Rebounded by Mingledow. He'll go up to try to beat the buzzer. No good. Starks tip.
Gregoritz gets it out of there.
Great job by Will Gregoritz right there, obviously, to stand tall at the end of the half. With that being said, Pennsbury now leading by 4. 38-34 is the score. We'll see what Capital Punishment tries to do here. Obviously, Hanner came into the second half and has not been a huge factor.
If anything, Hanner's kind of hurt them a little bit. You see his presence there has kind of stopped Will Gregoritz on offense, and Goldman is just making up for everything that Gregoritz should be doing.
It'll be interesting to see what goes on. Obviously, also, Joey Prince has been making his presence known against Jameer Hanner. I don't think he's gotten a basket on Prince since he's came in. But with all that being said, we're going to take a little break with the players at the halftime. We'll see how they make their all their adjustments and everything. We'll be back. Once again, Sports Fan Base Network bringing you Alumni League action. Stay tuned for this wonderful second half. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get underway with second half action here from the Finley Rec Center. Pennsbury and Capital Punishment, two of the top heavyweights so far in the beginning part of this season, going toe-to-toe. 4-point advantage right now for Pennsbury. Ever since Jameer Hanner has came in, after obviously missed the first quarter, came in like a couple minutes into the second, has not been a huge factor. What does Capital Punishment have to do to try to get him going?
They got to get him in the ball in the post, because you can see that's where he's most effective, and it looks like they're going to go to it right now. He seems to be posting up Gregoritz, sets a screen there, but they got to go to him in the post. If they can get him in the post, it'll be good, and they also need to put a potty on Goldman, because he has been killing them all game.
Davenport, no good. Hanner, rebound, triple team, put back, doesn't go. Gregoritz gets the board to go. That looks like a Davenport foul hitting Gregoritz. You can see Hanner right there. Got the rebound, but just couldn't find a way for the ball to go in the net. Just an unfortunate bounce off the rim. Got to be honest, the rims have not been kind all day so far. As Jones with a three, and that's good.
Rim was kind of Jones there as he hits a three, extending the lead out to 7 here. I think maybe they're going to try to put Capital Punishment away early in this quarter. We'll see what happens.
Starks now feeding it back down low to the big man. He's working on Gregoritz. Can't get it to go. Jones with the rebound, and then they're going to feed it to Oklo. You can already tell Hanner is a little bit disgruntled. Now Gregoritz. They're going back to that zone defense. Goldman for three. No good. Davenport with the rebound. They went back to Hanner on back-to-back trips. Do they do it again? Now Mingledo, he's going to try to look. Got pushed. They will call it. As you can tell, Pennsbury not happy with the call. Needless to say, Mingledo is going to get the inbound pass from Starks.
Alcola there with some rough defense.
Hanner
That's what you want from him.
Hanner trying to get it going. Ball on ball. Okolo taking it to Mingledo. Davenport fouls Cam Jones.
Just as I said, Okolo, he's being able to make his presence felt on defense. Jump ball, couple steals in the first half. Right there, coming out of the gate in the third quarter, he's able to get a nice block on the bottom there.
So that looked like a clear path foul called. Cam Jones will shoot this free throw, which does not get to go, but then Pennsbury will keep possession here. Goldman, the inbound passer. It's like Isaiah Mason is checked in. There's Gregoritz with Cam Jones. Trying to get
and you can see Capital Punishment is being a little more aggressive after they haven't gotten some calls. Maybe they think that should have gone their way.
Looks like we're back to man defense almost. There's Okolo driving in. No good. Jones poked it out. Hanner with the ball now. He's going to make a play over to Hoskins. Ball slapped down.
Play by Gregoritz.
Great play by Will Gregoritz. Mason now going through. Up. No good. Gregoritz trying to body his way through. Saying the ball went off of Starks.
And it's going to stay here for Pennsbury.
Already you can tell Pennsbury just a little bit more hustle to the boards. Moving back in transition a little bit faster. It's helping it out. They're doing the things they need to win. As Hanner got it. Starks now trying to retain the basketball, and he will.
I think Capital Punishment has played a little bit of a lazy game here. And they finally get a call there for Hanner, and Hanner's going to try to get himself going at the free throw line here. Got to start somewhere.
He did go 0 for 2 in his first trip. Obviously, another thing, though, he didn't even expect the basketball there. He thought Starks was just going to take it himself. His
that's what
first
you mean
one
by.
does not go.
That's
Still,
what you mean by you got to stay ready to catch that ball. Goldman's been ready to catch that ball all game, and you see how it's benefited him.
Absolutely. 41-34. The second one, no good. Hanner tries to go. They're going to call a violation. Now you can tell Hanner calling a timeout. I'm going to say he stepped over the line before the ball left, or before the ball hit the rim.
And you can see Hanner's in disbelief with himself and the rest. It looks like a combination of both. And you can see that might be getting to Capital Punishment a little bit here. They're playing a little more sloppy. They're arguing with each other a little bit. They're looking at the refs a little bit. And you can see Pennsbury just kind of playing their game, and doing what they do best.
Pennsbury without a coach, Capital Punishment with a coach. It'll be interesting to see. Obviously, you know, Pennsbury's really liking the way they're doing and how they're gelling. You can tell, though, he is not happy with himself right now, or happy with the way that he's played.
I think
we'll
I
see.
think he took that timeout for a mental timeout. Kind of let him breathe a little bit.
Just need a moment to himself, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid to cost his team anything. Now it looks like we're about to get a little bit more of a pressure. Goldman going to get picked up by Mingledo by the half court. Gregoritz now going to leak it over to Okolo. He's going to take a three. No good. Ball's just going to go out of bounds.
They're going to try to make Pennsbury a little uncomfortable here. They're going to go quick. They're going to apply pressure, and they're going to see what they can do here to just kind of chop back at this 7-point lead.
Hoskins over to Davenport. Guarded by Isaiah Mason. He's going to pretend to spin mid-range. Silky smooth.
What a great move by Mason there. Just fakes the spin move in. An old move in the book.
That was a great jumper by Davenport. That's going to be a long-range three. And that one's good. Okolo once again. Brian Okolo getting it to go. Makes the lead now 8. Davenport once again over to Hoskins. He's thinking about it. Guarded by Goldman. He's looking, got the trap. Over to Mingledo. He's going to go up with it. No good. Jones tips it over to Goldman.
And
now
you can
Pennsbury
see
has
he wants that call. He's still in the backcourt. Leaves him at a disadvantage. Mingledo is really upset with himself. And so is Hanner because it was a mismatch there. There was a 4-on-5 because Mingledo was in the backcourt, kind of sulking about the call.
Now Gregoritz did get the foul call. Obvious foul right there, obviously. He's going up, gets contacted on the hip.
Definitely.
He'll go to the line here to shoot too. The first one does get to go for Gregoritz.
You see Prince is back in the game. Prince has given Hanner a little bit of a problem before, and if Hanner's not already upset with himself, Prince definitely isn't the solution to make him feel better about himself.
Gregoritz take his second, and he makes both. Making it now a double-digit lead for Pennsbury. They're trying to kind of pull away right here. We'll see what Capital Punishment can do to try to hang in. Starks getting a play from Hanner. Looks like they're calling 3 in the paint there on Gregoritz.
Gregoritz doesn't agree with it, as you can tell. He's saying that's the wrong call.
He's not a fan of it. Needless to say, though, it does not matter. Riddick is going to shoot a free throw here. That is good. That is huge now. Capital Punishment has a chance to get some more points going in their way. Starks to be the inbound passer here. Looks like he's going to try to give it to Davenport.
Kind of switch the tide. We saw last game that Team Supreme was able to switch the tide in the last 2 minutes of the half. We'll see if Capital Punishment can do the same here.
As Riddick had a great pump fake trying to give it in. Hanner does get fouled. Are they going to call it in the act of shooting or not?
It looks like they have. They put the points up on the board for it. So it looks like they're going to give him one shot.
And that is good. Free throw is good. Looks like it should be 46-40.
Gregoritz and Hanner exchanging some words a little bit about that last play.
It is what it is. Now we got mismatches all over the place here. We'll see if Hanner and Gregoritz try to get going. Goldman, though, he might settle. That's going to be a mid-range if it goes. No good. Rebounded by Davenport.
Goldman, who is a big part of that first half lead, has been very quiet so far to start this third quarter.
Now Davenport trying to drive baseline. Foul called. No shot. It is on the floor. So it looks like, by the way, just to clear away anything, 46-39 right now is the score that we are seeing. As Hoskins over to Riddick. Ball gets poked out, but last touch by Goldman. Got just about a minute left here in the third quarter. 7-point lead. They're going to throw it up to Hanner. Guarded by Prince. Let's see what he wants to do. He might start liking the matchup. Spins, decides to fade up. Shot, no good.
And you can see Prince playing great defense right there on Hanner. Prince has been the Hanner stopper today so far.
Definitely has. As Gregoritz is going to feed it over to Goldman. That shot, no good. Starks lost the ball, but they are calling it a foul.
That's a frustration foul there on Goldman. Can't really get anything to go this quarter, so he kind of tries to go in there for the offensive rebound and ends up fouling him.
Looks like now they're calling 2 shots. Guess there was some contact.
Quarter's going to end here. He's going to take these free throws here as this quarter winds down.
You can tell it's getting a little testy between these two squads. That's how you like it, though. You like it to be competitive as long as everything stays clean.
Everything has been staying clean this game.
So far.
We'll see what a chippy fourth quarter could bring here.
46-40, though. So still in the reach. Obviously, Hanner has not gotten anything to go, really, with capital punishment. Be interesting to see maybe going into the fourth quarter if they go back to that 5-out, play more zone, and then they bring Hanner back in later. Or if they're just going to ride him out the rest of the way.
It looks like he might be getting a rest here on the bench. We're going to see what happens here. They haven't been back to this lineup since the first quarter when they were able to take a pretty good lead on Pennsbury until Hanner came into the game. We'll see if they can emulate that. We're kind of in the same position as last game that we just announced here.
Yeah.
Team Supreme down a couple points here going into the fourth, and they're able to just kind of turn the tide late and get the win and get out of here. So we'll see if capital punishment can make these adjustments now with their small ball. We'll see if Pennsbury can counteract the small ball. Be an interesting 9 minutes here.
As Gregoritz, Jones, Prince, Okolo, and Bien-Ami are on the court for Pennsbury. As Jones now with it, gives it over to Prince. He's looking to give it to somebody. He'll feed it over to Bien. Bien-Ami down low to Gregoritz. Look for a trap to possibly come.
They trapped it so well there that Gregoritz didn't even see Prince wide open.
And Okolo couldn't even get the shot off. It's a shot clock violation. Great work right there on the defensive end by this capital punishment small ball group.
That's where that starts. Defense wins championships. Offense wins games. So they're going to try to up this defensive intensity, get some stops, get themselves going on offense, and try to come out of here with a W.
Davenport with it now. He's going to settle for a mid-range. Just not enough. Hoskins, though, ran out to go get it. Over to Mingledo. Mingledo starting to go to work. Up in the zone. Up and one once again. Ben Mingledo getting it to go. He's kind of gotten the answer for Prince so far. He's got a chance for a three-point play.
He's definitely had the answer for it, and we'll see here if the small ball's working. He's able to get to that offensive rebound just because they're quicker. You know, Prince, a little bit of a bigger guy. Can't really move as well as some of these other guys here on capital punishment when they run their small ball.
Now Okolo in transition, mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Hoskins. And here comes Riddick. He's been able to shoot the three great all day. Mingledo will give it to Davenport, though. Okolo, the stingy defense. Jones intercepting that pass from Riddick.
What a pass by Will Gregoritz. He just slapped it like a volleyball over to Prince for that two-pointer.
That was insane. He realized the ball was going his way. He had to give it to a teammate and knew where Prince exactly was. Davenport bodied up Bien-Ami. And we still got a battle going.
You wonder with the success of this small ball lineup, you can see the successes here. You can see the small ball lineup for capital punishment is working. If Hanner comes into this game at all this quarter, if they're able to keep getting these stops.
There's Will Gregoritz, though, working down low, and one opportunity for the big man. That's where they are missing him right now.
Definitely.
They're realizing they can just give it down to Gregoritz. He can bang it down low in the post and create. We got 6:20 left here. Lead will go up to 6 for Pennsbury. 51-45.
Gregoritz converts the N1 there, and you can see here Hanner's kind of inching towards the scorer's table, maybe making his way over to come back into this game to try to be that Will Gregoritz stopper.
Hoskins over to Davenport, guarded by Jones. Let's see if he tries to drive baseline. Decides to. Back to the basket. Fighting through contact. Up off the glass and in.
You know, with a small ball lineup, you're really looking for the running guns. And these guys seem to be backing it in and taking it in.
It's an interesting thing. They're throwing a little wild card. It's Starks now going on Jones. Loose, up, contact made, shot no good.
A lot of contact on that play, even before the shot. A lot of pushing.
There will be too. You can tell the team's definitely
And here comes Hanner back into the game here.
jawing around. Looks like Davenport will take a seat. Hanner coming in. Looks like instead they might have called an offensive foul.
He definitely pushed off before that shot, I will say. You saw the defender go flying into the wall back there, so.
They might have actually teed somebody up here, considering we have a free throw now for capital punishment with Riddick. And that one does go.
It looks like that's what they did, because now Cam Jones is going to take his 2 shots. So our mistake, there was no offensive foul, to clarify. There was a technical, not sure on who. They kind of called it very subtly.
Looks like it might have been on Jones, the way he was drawing. It's the only thing I could think of. His first from the line will go. Bien Ami will drop. Goldman back in. Jones will make both of his free throws. It's a 5-point game still. 4:15 left. Capital punishment, seeing what they can do as the big man's back in.
Going the other way.
As Hanner gets called for the offensive foul.
You can see Hanner's very vocal with the refs. This whole game he's very vocal. Him and Gregoritz.
Here's Jones with it now. He's going to pop up a 3, and it's good. Cam Jones from beyond the arc. Saw that Hanner didn't really want to walk out.
Nope.
And now you got Starks with it. Coming up. Tough shot. No good. Hanner tried to back it out, but no one there. Okolo now with it. Dribbling around Hanner. Feeds it into Gregoritz. He's looking for a teammate. Okolo from beyond the arc. No good. Ball loose. They're trying to find it.
Gregoritz just keeping that possession alive to get Goldman the ball there.
Now Prince over to Jones. Back to Okolo. This is another 3. Or they're going to say it's a 2. Shot no good. Another
Coleman,
rebound.
just the offensive rebounds.
Jones can't get it to go. Finally.
3 missed opportunities. You see Gregoritz isn't even getting back on defense. He's just standing there.
Mingledo shot no good.
And Gregoritz was already waiting back there as he didn't get back on defense.
And he'll take it home. That'll make it a 10-point lead now.
With 3 minutes left. They're making this a tough game. See, Gregoritz is very tired. He's barely getting back on defense here.
Riddick missed 3. Mingledo knocked it off his knee. They're going to call it Pennsbury ball. You can tell Gregoritz has given it his all. He is absolutely gassed right now. We still got 2:30 left.
All that tapping the ball to himself the last possession a couple times tires him out. But you see, they can't take him out because Hanner, if they take him out, is going to have his way. It's only a matter of time before he cracks the Prince code, but time's running out for him to crack that code.
Mason over to Okolo. He's going to take another 3. And that one's good.
And you think with the time on the clock, was that it? Was that the dagger? There's definitely time left, but due to running clock, this thing might end up going home to Pennsbury here.
Here's Riddick with it, guarded by Goldman. We'll see if Hanner tries to get going here. He'll go right up, and that one's finally good. He's finally able to try to crack Prince. Got to be seeing a pressure possibly here.
Some fouling might start happening here. 11-point game here with 1:45 about to play here. See if Pennsbury can just kind of put these guys away. Foul's called there. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Great job there by Mason, putting his head down.
See, Will Gregoritz taking a much-needed break here. Getting back on defense, ready to anticipate.
Mason's first one from the line, no good. 1:43 left. This is made. It's a 12-point game.
And you think capital punishment might have beaten themselves by just getting in their own head this game instead of actually just playing basketball and letting it come to them.
Because now it is a 12-point lead. 62-50. Davenport taking it up. See what they try to do here. Looks like they might try to spring Riddick. Wasn't able to work. Now let's see what the double comes. Bodies over to Davenport. Doesn't matter. Nice little sky hook.
That was a great shot. I didn't even think he was going to go up with that. I thought he was going to try to face the hoop, but he's able to make that go.
Interesting to see no real pressure being brought on by capital punishment. They're still just allowing Pennsbury to sit back as Goldman with a shot. No good. Fouls it up.
Fouls his own rebound. Goldman, very quiet this half. A loud first half, a quiet second half, but
Gregoritz tried to go up. They're going to call the block. Gregoritz should go to the line to shoot
capital
too.
punishment is just in their own head at this point playing this game.
And it just, I mean, Hoskins has already taken his jersey off.
Yeah, you can see that they're not fully in it anymore. There's a minute and 3 seconds left. Gregoritz on the free throw line. They're down 10. The intensity, the energy is not there.
Interesting philosophy, though, also, I believe. Not to try to force any pressure into the front court.
Exactly. Kind of make them make their own mistakes in a way.
But needless to say here, Gregoritz just trying to add more onto the score sheet. It looks like Hoskins will put his jersey back on, come in for Davenport.
Doesn't look like he quite wants to. As you can see, he was walking away and the jersey was off.
Gregoritz's first one is made, though.
And you wonder for capital punishment, if they were able to have if they were able to have Hanner at the start of the game, would that have made a difference?
It's interesting to think about. Obviously, you know, when he came in, things just kind of sputtered, which is not something we've seen from this capital punishment team the entire year. We've really seen Hanner been an X factor as Starks right up and in. Let's see if they're going to bring the pressure now. It's like they're trying to, but decide not. I guess not.
Doesn't seem like they really are. Here's the pressure now at half. Hanner kind of gets in there a little bit.
But Okolo now is just going to dribble it around.
We're going to try to just, I guess, dribble out this clock a little bit and kind of see what they can just shoot up.
Gregoritz
really
now
matter.
holding on to it. Gets it poked from him. Hanner's going to go. Try to get it to Hoskins. Quick two can go. You got to move now if you are capital punishment, and they're just not.
No. There's no intensity.
Gregoritz with it. Trying to throw it. Oop. That is a turnover there. Here
turnovers
comes Starks.
here.
Starks over to Hoskins. Does not go. Riddick now trying to shoot a three. Just short.
No, and you think if they wanted a chance to get back in this game, they needed one of those to go.
They definitely did. Hanner couldn't get a rebound either. Had to end up starting to hack. He'll get called for a foul. BM Amin's first goes. And his second of two from the line coming up. Up and in.
Then, you really think capital punishment might have just beaten themselves today, because it doesn't really seem like Pennsbury, other than just kind of being ready and doing simple things, has really taken themselves apart from this team. I think if they run it back here and Hanner was here for the full game, I think we might see maybe a different outcome.
And we'll see if they meet each other further down the line, but that'll do it for this doubleheader. We will get you guys a player of the game. Wouldn't be surprised. I think it might be Goldman or Gregoritz, but 66-56 is the final. Pennsbury takes it home. They go up to 5-1. Capital punishment going down to 2-2. Obviously, it'll be interesting to see how capital punishment goes from this. And Pennsbury, after that loss, again, they were under. They didn't have Gregoritz. They didn't have Goldman in that game on Thursday. They clearly showed why they were needed. Big win after that loss to the Panthers.
Look at that impact from them. Goldman off flying around everywhere in the first half. Second half was a little quieter, but he got some big offensive rebounds with Gregoritz down the line there to kind of just put away capital punishment.
So we will bring the interview back in just a moment. Please stick with us for that. And welcome back, guys, to the Sports Fan Base Network. I am Tommy Tuill with the player of the game in the Pennsbury Capital Punishment game, Gary Goldman. Gary, how are we feeling after that big win?
Good. A little tired, a little beat up, but it's a good team win. Gets a good team. Feel good.
So the thing is, great shots from the corner and outside and just playing great on defense, but also Brian Okolo doing great on the defensive end, doing all the little things, and your big man, number 0, Will Gregoritz, obviously had a tough battle with Jameer Hanner in there. How do you feel about the rest of your team obviously stepping up when they need to?
He's a monster big, Hanner, and Will battle his butt off. So, we try to play together. We play hard. We can all shoot it. If we all defend, knock down shots, we're going to be tough to beat.
Well, congrats on the win, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Have a good one. And that'll do it, everybody. So thanks to everyone helping us out. Adam Morrison, obviously, with me calling the games. Kevin Connolly, everyone, the cameramen, thank you so much. We'll be back on Thursday, hopefully. And that'll be it for the Sports Fan Base Network and Alumni League play. We'll see you guys later.